Well, hello, First Baptist family. This is Pastor Greg, and I want to say first of all, before we give a explanation on our phase reopening plan, I just want to say how much that I miss being with you and how much we love you. Man, it's been a difficult time to not be able to gather together and to see each other, and I recognize how blessed I am to be the pastor of First Baptist and to have each one of you means so much to me, and so we're looking forward to that. But I do want to give to you, along with this, is a explanation to the phase reopening plan that our leadership has been working on with a lot of prayer and dedication. And so attached to this email or this Facebook post, however you're seeing this, is a phase reopening plan that we have printed out for you. And we want to just demonstrate each ministry and how that'll work as we work through the different phases as our government leads. And we desire to follow our government's recommendations and also be in line with CDC guidelines. And so I wanted to communicate with you that we are very concerned to make sure that we are following safety protocols to keep everybody safe. We want to make sure that our church family is healthy and not in any risk or any danger. And so along with these plans, we want you to understand there are many safety protocols that we are implementing during this time, such as we're going to have offering boxes to be able to take offerings in. We're going to be doing communion differently with sealed units. We are going to be having every classroom have wiping down ability and things between each class. We also are going to have touchless hand sanitizing stations all around the building, and a variety of other protocols that are in place to be in line with this. And one other thing that we want to let you know as well is that our overflow A, which is on the piano side or on the main lobby entrance area, that overflow area is going to be just for those who are 65 or older. And wanted to give you an opportunity that you wouldn't have to necessarily be around others who are old or younger, who might be more susceptible to carrying the coronavirus. And so that overflow, the overflow A, is just for our 65 and older. So there's a variety of protocols that will be in place and are being implemented as we phase into reopenings. But again, we're still working towards that at this time. And so we wanted to let you have that information, let you know that not only are we give you the information on what will open, but there is a lot of different things that are being in place to keep clean and keep things safe during that time. We are not going to be requiring that everybody wear a mask, but if you feel comfortable doing so, you are more than welcome to do so. And I wanted to say this, and this is what I really want to highlight with this video to the church family, is that although a lot of prayer and discussion and planning has gone into just trying to implement these phased reopenings, we want to understand, or want you to understand, that we respect that you may handle this differently or have a difference of plan to move forward. And others in the church may different as well. And so we realize there's a lot of different opinions on how this should be handled and how you want to handle your family. And we want to respect your individual and family decisions. And so if you decide, hey, we're not quite ready to return back yet as this opens up, that's okay, and we respect that certainly. If you're not ready to put your children in nursery or Sunday schools, we understand that. And so along with this, one of the things that's been a really big prayer concern that I've been praying about and is a concern of mine is for our church and for Christians in this community and around the world, is that of unity and not allowing Satan to use a situation like this to bring division. Satan longs to divide God's church, his body, because that it causes the cause of Christ to cease. And so this could be easily an area where if we start to shame other people on social media or other forms, or just talking, oh, I can't believe they went back to church, or I can't believe they aren't going to go back to church, we don't want to do that. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and just two scriptures that have been in my mind. You know, when Jesus was in the upper room with his disciples there, just before he went to the cross, he gathered his disciples in that upper room and he gave them two things. Because that was going to be a time that would be very easy to become divisive. There's going to be all different opinions of how they should move forward, with the church moving forward. And he gave them two things that would be critical for the church. One, he says in John 13, verse 34 and 35, he says, "A new commandment I give unto you, that you love one another as I have loved you, that you also love one another. By this all will know that you are my disciples if you have love for one another." And so that first key, he says, I want to give you a command, and this is we have an objection to obey or not obey, a command to love. That we're not always going to agree on every decision, and that's okay, but we can love each other. And that is so important during this time, that we love and respect one another and come alongside one another. The second thing that he gave them is in John 14, in verse 27, where he says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." And so this aspect of the church being driven by a heartbeat of peace, that God is in control, that no matter how this all shakes down or how long this takes to shake down, God's in control of all this. And we're going to trust him, and we're going to walk by peace, and we're not going to be troubled. And so as we move forward into these phased responses, let's allow those two keys, those two things given to us by Christ, to drive us and help us move forward. Let us love one another, and let us be driven by peace that Christ gives as we trust him and know that he's in control. And so, hey, we are so excited to be able to soon be able to start having some regatherings. And we want to encourage you to prayerfully consider what's best and right for your family, but to allow you to know what we have planned for the church. And we trust that you will consider those things, and we do look forward to being gathered back together. Again, I miss our church family. I miss seeing you. I miss being able to talk with you face to face, and we're looking forward to that soon. So we hope this will be helpful to you as you get a chance to see the phase reopening plan that we've put out, and as well as you hear some of our protocols and plans for that. So we love you, and have a great day. We'll hope to see you soon.